Hello everybody, Houston here for another Xdce update. And first things first, don't forget to hit the like button, share with your friends, and subscribe. We are exchanging and we grow together. And let's jump into the charts. Okay, so first things first, let's take a look on the bigger picture. As always, that's what matters. Just a second. Okay, so we had I have to go to the 4 hour chart, otherwise we won't be able to understand the last move here on the bigger picture. So give me a second. Okay, so let's address this behavior here. Back in my last update, I talked about and I highlighted this scenario and I said the bears were in control. And so we had no news. And another thing, I saw a funny post from a kid. He made technical analysis on his smartphone. And forget this scenario here, okay? Just for a second. And he said this pattern here, which was not complete, was a bull flag. Like this. Well, don't worry, you know, it's a bull flag, we are going up. So the thing about bull flags, they have a symmetry. Okay, you can have a bull flag without properly levels reached and gaps, price gaps filled. Okay, so watch out for this kind of info. You can end up in a bad spot for a trade or an investment position, whatever. And so now let's go back to the weekly and then we will go jump back here. So we had this first candle right here, the red one. That was the one that we were looking at, and it was not the best scenario, not the worst. And then we had this bear attack, which was somewhat a relief because people were buying on FOMO non-stop. It's like oh, it's going to bull break soon. We have to keep buying, buy, and the bears were waiting patiently. Okay, so this was a nice move from the bears, which is healthy for the long-term perspective here. And let's take a look on volume. We didn't had ranging volume from the bulls. As I said, the smart money don't long or buy resistance levels. Okay, and let's see OBV. Okay, OBV as well. As you guys can see, after at some point the young bulls let it go. They stopped fighting the bears at their territory, which is amazing. And now let's take a look on the daily. Okay, so after just a second. So it was no news here that the bulls will defend a higher low for the possible bullish continuation here, and indeed they made it. Just a second. Okay, so as you guys can see for OBV, the bulls are back because the smart money know about the levels. They can place their buy orders or whatever, and here we can see that they defended the higher low, which is by effect due to the increased bullish volume activity. And now Just a second, let's take out the volume. Now let's jump to the 4 hours. So here's the big deal. On this chart right here, you won't be able to see what is happening. So I'm going to show you. Just give me 1 second. And I also not going to address this low right here for a specific reason, because we have a valid pivot here, okay, but it doesn't mean it can't break bearish. Okay, it is possible, but the chances are very low right now. Okay, it doesn't mean tomorrow it can be different. Okay, so this is not a bull flag. Okay, we don't print bull flags with big rejections. Okay, even a draw like this, as you guys can see, this is not a bull flag at all. Okay, and now let's keep jumping, because what I'm going to show you, it's down here. Okay, I don't want to miss anything. So another thing, it doesn't matter here if I'm going from body to body or week to week. What I'm going to show you is not here, so the outcome from that structure doesn't matter. That's not what I am looking for. So now let's jump into the big deal. Okay, 30 minutes. Okay, give me a second. So this is what the bulls are looking for right now. Let me take out everything. Let's clear the chart. Just 1 second. Hold your heads. Don't fall asleep. Okay, so the bulls chased here for inverted head and shoulders, but we have one problem here, which is not accurate for a perfect neckline. And so this would be our head, and this our right shoulder. And well, it still can play out, okay, but at some point, if the right shoulder here, it's already overdue, I mean overextended, okay, because if we keep going like this, it's a sign of weakness and can break the entire structure. Okay, the attempt to end up with the bull break was right here, and they failed because the bears are also aware of what they are trying to do here. And so far, let's see. Okay, so on OBV, which is buyers against sellers, we made a breach. Okay, so we already pierced this level right here. Yes, but the problem is we still don't have that confirmation, because in technical analysis there is no such thing as confirmation. Okay, or it happens or it doesn't happen. That is not something like this, or it's going to happen or it's not going to happen, because it will end up in fortune teller stories and guessworks and etc. So let's take a closer look. Okay, so this kind of move here was amazing, and this one right here, it's not the best one. Okay, if the bulls are able to make a strong move here, and it must be way stronger than the previous one. Okay, because the bears at some point they will have to fill their positions. As you guys can see, this kind of move, it's a sign of weakness, okay? And so if the bears smell any weakness here, they will keep making their move. So every time we fall back, the bears have more chance to fill their bags, and they will have the same firepower at this range right here. And it also becomes more expensive for the bulls to breach this level. That's one of the reasons when it goes overextended, it can be a problem. But it's also a possible scenario, a possible one, that the bulls will ease off the bears before trying another bull break. Okay, this one is not the best scenario, but it's somewhat like a better chance if this one here fail. And yes, that's what we will be looking at. And let me see if I'm not missing anything. Just a second. Let me see here. Okay, so there's a lot of people who traded based on candles only. Okay, for example, this hammer right here, it's a bullish candle. Yes, but it doesn't mean we are going to have follow through. Okay, because as you guys saw, let's go back in the day, just 1 second. Okay, so what was the problem with this move right here? And also we have multiple patterns here, this one, and then another one, and then another one. So what was the issue in the bigger picture? People spend a lot of money in the wrong levels. Okay, and if they waited patiently for a bear break, it would be way cheaper, and also the return of over the investment would be higher. So people are it's the scenario is like this. Just give me a second, I'm going to show you. We have 10 possible scenarios, and 9 are the best scenarios, and people are always making their choice at the wrong or worst scenario. That's why we end up with moves like this that are based on FOMO. So now they are in a bad spot because they can't buy anymore, because they probably are run out of money, and now they are depending on the smart money to do the move, so they can take profits, break even, or even wait for a bull break. Okay, so there is a lot of concerns here, because people, it's always like this. They will never buy the bottom, they will never look when the market is dead, but they will always jump in when the market is about to go down. So some things will never change. This is probably something that we are going to keep seeing the markets for a long time, and it's going to be way worse than it is today. Okay, so another perspective of this, the human behavior behind this structure right here. Some people are always looking to jump into things that they have no idea what's going on. Okay, so for example, everybody knows buy low and sell high. This is a bearish behavior. Okay, because if you are going to sell, it's because you believe it's going down, right? So what the market teaches, the market is always teaching people to do the wrong thing, to buy, for example, to buy here, and to sell right here. Why? Because they made the wrong enter, they placed their position or bought in the wrong level, and due to the lack of risk management, control, and etc., etc., there is a lot of things. They end up in the wrong side of the trade, and so most people that bought here and saw no bull break, they left, and they fuel the fire for the bears even more, making their move cheaper. And then the smart money has to step in and try to save the day. Or maybe the market makers, we still don't know if we are end up with a strong bull break or a bear break here, okay? Because this scenario is not clear, is not complete. In my opinion, it's around 50% so far, which means there is a lot of things here to happen before we can have a better perspective. So it amazes me why people jump into the markets with their hard-earned money, and they have no idea what they are doing. And we can see the same thing from a perspective of analysis, technical analysis, and people without knowledge doing things that they don't understand. So by the end of the day, all their I saw a few days ago someone said, I don't know if it was on YouTube or on Twitter, that the market behavior, it's not correlated to people behavior. Okay, so try to follow me. People buying on FOMO at resistance, which is a place to sell, not to buy. And right after we have no follow through, what happens? What comes next? People start to sell because, oh, it can go down, it can break the floor, it can go back to the 16 range or the 15. So all those moves is based on people. We know that 95% of all trades are made by bots, but bots are set up by people, and people have a schedule, an agenda, or a program. It doesn't matter what it is. And a few people only can read it, is aware of what's happening. And so there is a lot of misinformation. There is a lot of garbage TA. There is a lot of bad conceptions, idea about how the market is going to move. People calling triangles as squares, squares as circles. It's a complete, you guys know the word. It's like a bad show. Yeah, you know the word. So, well, that's all the way bad. We could have a way easier move here, okay? If they let it go here, we had multiple reversal candles here, multiple. Okay, morning star, inverted hammer, bearish spinning top, tombstone doji, shooting star, tombstone doji again, hammer, multiple lower highs. So guys, that was a lot of info. We are going down, and people were buying, we are going up. So that's one of the reasons. You guys know only 8% are profitable in the markets, and 92% are burning their money. Okay, so guys, I believe this is it. Let's take another close look here to see if something is happening. Okay, as you guys know, I don't like ascending patterns. Okay, but this one here is not over yet, which means we can support the bulls here and wait for the best outcome of it. Otherwise, we will go down again, probably defending the higher lows. That's the levels that the bulls are looking for. Okay, and another thing, just a second. Someone asked me why I don't address diamond patterns. Because they have no stable nature. If you try 50 scenarios for patterns like this, you will end up with like 25% bull breaks and maybe 25 bear breaks. Okay, so that's not a decent approach. And not to mention, you can find like diamonds, whatever, in any place you how can I say, it's when you are looking for something, you can find it everywhere you look at. This is called the power of suggestion. Okay, it's like when people have a hammer, the only solution for all the problems is going to hit that hammer. Okay, it's something like this. So for now, what you guys can do is to observe this range right here. It doesn't have to be accurate, okay? The main idea. Oh, and I forgot to show you, just a second. The target, presuming the bulls are going to have a bull break here. The target for this bull break here, it's around just a second. Yes, it's around 0.043 cents. Okay, so this should be the target for a bull break here. And I believe this is it for now. I hope I covered everything. I believe I'm not missing nothing here. And okay, let me take a quick look on the chat. Just a second. Future Boy, hello my friend. AJ, hello. A pattern only becomes a pattern after the break. Not after the break, but because you can have a fake break, or a fake bear break, or a fake bull break. Okay, there is a huge difference because there is no perpetual sign when it comes down to technical analysis. Okay, you can look for a perfect bullish setup and it end up in a bear break. I already talked about this, so that's what some things can end up. John, hello. Jace, thank you for your time and help. You are very welcome. John, I agree. Thanks for this. You are very welcome. Nice to see somebody analyzing Xdce. Ajan, thanks for the education again. You are very welcome, my friend. AJ, go Paul. This was very helpful, Houston. Do you have any book recommendations to learn? And also a video on managing risk would be very helpful. When to take profits and how much to take out of the position. Subscribed, looking forward to more. You are very welcome, my friend. Thanks for the support. So guys, about the risk management, it's something that must come before touching the money, before investing, before trading. And again, this is not financial advice, okay? This is, I am sharing my experience and my perspective. That's not only my perspective, okay? About how to be successful when trading or investing. Investing is way different, but trading, it demands a lot of time, discipline, and etc. So I will give you an example, a quick example. The monthly fee for the Champions Club is $120 American dollars, which is way cheap compared with content from the 8% group. Okay, and most people, they are investing or trading like 1,000, 5, 10, 50, 100, 200, and they don't get, they don't get engaged in anything to protect their wealth, their money, to understand what they are doing, so they don't fall into FOMO, fear, anxiety, and etc. And so this is a big issue, because people look at this like, well, I'm going to waste $120. I'm going to lose this money, which I can invest this money and make more money with this money. So what happens by the end of the day? They will stay with that, let's say, $150, $200, $1,000, and they will lose everything else. So it's a flip in consciousness. They don't know what they are doing. That's why we keep seeing the same things happening day after day, and this won't change. Some people ask me on Twitter, they say, well, I just bought like 400k XRP, and it's a big deal, and then they keep asking me things, and then they ask about the Champions Club. And when I tell the price, $120, they say, oh no, thank you. Yeah, but they keep asking the questions. So these people, they are suffering from greed and anxiety. And they are already done. Almost all of them, they are done. So that's a lot of things that are going to change. And it's a hard scenario, because I see the same things happening day after day. And I trying to do something different here, but most people won't care about it. And that's a sad reality. Something that we can't stop no matter what. And plus, all of these things, we still have the claptraps, the wrongdoers, broken TA folks, and people calling always for moon, always for bull breaks, and that's it, Lambo or opium, and people still falling into such traps. So people are looking for a different mindset, but they keep eating garbage. They keep filling their mind with stupid ideas, charts, scenarios, things without any fundamentals. So guys, it's all the way bad. It's always it's a shame. It's a shame. But yeah, let's keep going. I have a lot of things here to do yet, and I will see if I can make another update today. And let me take another look here. Can you talk more about your Discord? You can find more info on the video description. I leave always the info in the description. And Izala plus remind people that your calls are not just crypto but forex as well. Yes, we trade forex, stocks, and crypto, but almost all trades are crypto. Okay. Because one of the reasons is it's also the stock markets and the infinite quantitative easing. It's a problem, so not looking all that much into stocks. But yeah, guys, thanks for your time, thanks for your patience, and yeah, this is it. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. You can do it for free, so it's a big deal. I'm looking all videos for learning, and thanks for your effort. You guys are very welcome. And I will give you a hint, okay? If you're trying to do something in your life, it doesn't, let's say it's not about trading or investing. It can be anything else. If you haven't mastered it, the way you are doing it, the chances for you to fall, it's bigger. It's way bigger than the average way to do the things. And so if you want to invest or if you want to trade, make sure you are going into the right direction, because everybody believe that they are doing the great thing. They are in the right path, and we know 92% are wrong. So do your research. Spend a lot of time researching, learning about the true things. Okay, what is worth it? Otherwise, that doesn't matter. You can. It's like Peter Lebrun. He have like 40 years experience, but we know how many broken charts he posted. How many times he was wrong on his analysis. So it doesn't matter. It's not about how long you are in the game. It's how accurate you are in the game. Okay, uh, if he was a successful technical analyst, why he would end up making analysis on things that he believes it's a scam? You know. So yeah. So guys, I believe this is it. I'm going to make a video. I'm trying to make a video maybe today. I will try to answer the 10 questions, the top 10 questions about markets, trading, and investing as well. So this is it for now. Thanks again. Thanks for your time. Thanks for your patience. Stay safe. And yeah, have a good weekend. I will see you guys soon in a few minutes. Thanks again. See ya.